Our Rocket League squad right now is not playing games. These guys are absolutely shredding the competition. They're going to look to keep this momentum 2-0 right now. You could probably take it a little slower. Will Melodic take it slower? Of course not.
We had no mic audio for the first like 30 seconds, by the way. I think we had it on the caster screen because I checked that one, but the other ones we didn't.
Dang.
But we are here, back, ready to go. We have Unkstro. I had to look at like the game just to make sure I was seeing the right player, and we were correct. Melodic is going to get demoed by Super, but it's a 2-0 deficit, 4 minutes left on the clock, and you're going to see Southern Miss continue putting the pressure on UCF Academy here. And to be honest, I just feel kind of bad for UCF Academy. I mean, they got drawn into a pretty brutal group, but at the same time, Kaiser and UST are likely a little bit closer to their level. Even so, Kaiser's also a very solid team.
Yeah, true. But it is interesting because already we've seen Astro pull out like aerial mechanics and passes right to Melodic in them, which is not something we usually see. It's going to be interesting. This team, especially if you watch the CRL Open 2 whenever we stream that, they didn't quite make it as far as we thought they could have.
That was a huge bump there. And that's exactly what allows Catch to get into the back of the net. I mean, R2D2 Star Wars, I really hope I turn music off because otherwise we are getting cut down. Our copyright strikes are going through the ceiling with ones like that. I mean, Disney is not playing around. So hopefully we've turned that off. If not, well, we'll see you guys never. We'll see you on the alt Twitch account. Good stuff, though, from UCF Academy. They're keeping it close, and I would like to see a little more aggression here out of Southern Miss. I mean, I think it goes without saying they are certainly a very much better team in this situation. Not that these UCF players are bad, because they're not, but it's just, it needs to be a whole different world. You need to just put them in the blender as soon as possible, and this team has the ability to do just that. You're going to see Astro go over to Zath, now looking to dribble it around a few players. Doesn't get it through Super. Now the ball will be stuck in the corner, and it's not great when you see the ball in the corner like that.
Nope, definitely not.
Wait,
now,
Super's going for a bump.
Yeah, they've been going for these demo plays, which is good. I mean, that's what you do against a team of Southern Miss caliber. You have to take them out. But so far, Southern Miss has already adjusted to their demo style play, and it's like sometimes UCF will go for bumps and demos whenever there's really no attacking chance for them.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's kind of how you have to play if you're at this kind of a deficit, like a skilled gap. You just have to get them out of the way, and it's very tough to do when you got guys like Melodic who can just flip, reset the ball over top of you and allow his teammates to go in for the kill. See there, good second touch from Melodic on the reset, gets it over Lou, and Unkstro still got a little bit of it left in him.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Astro's been playing amazing, but I say that, and that's immediately a kickoff goal for UCF.
Yeah, and we did see the kickoff goals were kind of biting the side of USM in the back here for a little bit. So, if you don't know Zath, there are allegedly he is sometimes a little extra in his games, and you're probably seeing it right there.
I wasn't even laughing at that. Rocket League decided to add new quick chats.
I didn't. Yeah, I've never seen that one. I was so confused, like what that was.
It was like they added yes, we got this, and you have time.
You have time. I mean, that's actually a good one, but I mean, I think we all know the ball is going to end up 3 miles in the back of the net, as that's one for Melodic. I half expected to come out right there, but there's not a chance that's being used in a good way.
No.
There's no way.
No. It's just taking off the toxicity from What a Save and putting it towards you've got time after you're up 3 goals.
You've got time. The ball is already in our net, and I am back on kickoff. Unkstro gonna go for another 50 there. Has more boost than catch and also had more momentum. Zath with a shot. It's gonna be a good redirect. Not gonna be enough to find the back of it, but that will be Melodic. Gonna send another one home, and I think they're just trying to put insult to injury and also just realistically get out of this series as quick as possible because they got either Kaiser or UST in the next one.
Yep, but you know they can't let off the gas too hard, or because UCF is not playing terribly at all. Southern Miss just has the passing plays down right now.
They can't let off the boost either.
Exactly, cannot let off the boost. You have to pick
Where are
up
the
those
demos?
100 pads.
I did tell them they should be demoing more. This is like last semester. I did say that they should probably be more aggressive. They should demo a lot more often, especially against the higher quality teams. And they did do that a little bit in the the second open that we streamed. I will say they were much more collected in the demos category, but this match at least, I mean, not that they really need to, but still, you want to be keeping up that consistency. You want to play how you're going to play against everybody in matches of this sort. You are seeing them, though, take a 3-goal lead, and with 30 seconds left, that's going to be it for game one. This is a best of 5, and when we get to the next series, that will also be best of 5. Everything today is best of 5. I put it that way. If you win 2 before you lose 2, realistically, that's how you're going to make it to Sunday. So basically, yeah, just win 2 before you lose 2. Look at that shot from Melodic, too. I mean, you can't give a guy like that space all the way from the corner, essentially the corner. Pops it up for himself. No one contesting, no one even in sight. The only player that could have gotten anywhere near that is Astro, interestingly enough.
Yeah, it's insane to see that Melodic even hit that angle. You could tell that Super wasn't even prepared for that at all. Hopefully, Astro not
Catch with the mechanics, though. Flicks it up top, but a good save there. I don't know who got that because I didn't give them credit for a save.
Zath.
But
Zath bounced it off the crossbar.
regardless, good pinch.
Yeah, and that will be game 1 going to our Southern Miss guys, and we see Zath still using the new quick chats.
Well, look, he probably got asked by an admin of some form from Rocket League to, you know, show off some new stuff that they got in the game. You know, they maybe reached out to him and then, you know
Yes.
what? Can you be the guy to test it for us? We know you like quick chatting. We see the interaction rate you get with quick chatting, so
Yeah,
Just
the
get him in there.
interaction rate Zath gets with quick chatting is tenfold.
yeah. Oh yeah, he's absolutely the one putting in most of the work there in quick chats. If you go watch Reddles or Sunless Khan or
Coconut. I mean, you can
Coconut.
find them on basically any pros channel.
yeah,
these days.
if there's a Rocket League pro out there, there's at least like a 5% chance he's been on that channel, which is nearly the same amount as they would have seen me,
Yeah, we've been.
which my rank is diamond.
I
so.
remember VOD hunting for him. I just go through players' VODs.
I don't think you guys understand how much research we put into this stuff, dude. Like, I literally will sometimes spend like multiple hours looking into these sorts of things.
Yeah, that is insane. Gotta join spectate there. All right, let us get on with game number 2. And already Southern Miss has a bit of an early lead. Astro changed his name mid-game. Benefits
Bruh.
being on Steam. For all you Epic players, you don't know that, but we will see Zath going. What a pinch towards middle. Astro unfortunately cannot get there in time. Super will pick up this boost, try and get him around Melodic. However, Zath is there to cut him off. Lou has a touch. Don't
going for
know
Second,
what.
but that's left for Asher. That's a goal. Yep, saw that the second the pass went out from Melodic. Yes, yes, yes. We've got the new tester of all things quick chat, Zath, making his presence known in the chat because he certainly hasn't had to do a whole lot this series just yet
No.
to get involved. So.
Not at all. I want to see the You've Got Time quick chat. I tested it out with my broken bumper last night.
I guarantee if there's a goal that gets scored on USM and it's not Zath's fault, he probably will put it there somewhere. I don't know. I see it happening. And that's a whiff there from Melodic. Astro, though, a solid defensive touch. And Zath all the way out there looking for the pre-flip. That would have been gross if he got there. Astro hits the crossbar. Now all of Southern Miss attempting to find their way to the back of this UCF net. I did see the quick shots come in from Catch too, so They're certainly getting active in the chat too. Melodic gonna send this one all the way out to their other corner. Although Catch is there to receive it. Back and forth a little bit here in the orange half. That one will not float in. Just a little bit out of harm's way. Melodic just trying to play Catch like a fiddle. Leaves it for Astro. Astro no boost. Sends it out to Melodic. Shot is going to come in, and that is going to be another goal. Feels like we've seen the same play 352 times.
Yeah, but hey, if it works, don't fix it. You know?
Yeah. They're doing a great job getting the ball to each other. It felt like last semester, a lot of what was happening was they would try to go for these pass plays, but they were never aware of where their teammates were at. They would just pass the ball and then be like, why aren't you there? Now it's like, oh, you're there because I expected you to be there now. And I saw with my eyes that you were there, not just, you're probably there maybe.
Yeah,
He's down there somewhere.
I hope you're going to be there.
Astro almost gets the ground pinch too, into the back of the net.
Yeah, these guys make some look at this!
Oh, man. And Catch is just saying yes to that. I agree. Man, it's a tough day. It's a tough day to be a fan of Knights Academy. I do see this as Rocket League. It's covered up by the boost meter, but I can see League, and that's the only one that has anywhere near that in the quick chat. I've never seen players quick chat this much in collegiate. I've seen it in RLCS. I think we all have. It's Catch looking for the double. Astro catches it on the backboard. Wise play from him, and maybe the veteran years of Unkstro are starting to really pay off here. Just recognizes every single play that's coming around his direction. Maybe that's why he was so good on defense last semester.
I know, but Astro... Oh my god!
Astro! Pulling out the mechanics. I didn't know he still had it like that.
Bro.
Off the ceiling, no boost. Pops the second flip. Oh, me. Oh, my. He still got it. You still got it.
Astro, man. I have not... Have you been playing? I haven't checked your RL tracker in a while.
I have all their RL trackers. I don't check them, but I have them. My God, man.
Like... That's even, like, if that was a melodic play, we'd be like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, sorry, Melodic. We underreact to so many of your shots because we just expect you to be dirty. We don't expect Astro to do that, ever.
Not to say anything, like, Astro's got mechs, but
he's got
whenever
defensive
you're hitting,
mechs is what he's got.
Yeah, whenever you're hitting that, it's just, it's next level stuff. Also, UCF Knights, all of them, yeah, Academy, are all almost zero boost. Southern Miss is passing around each other. Astro barely missing that.
Okay, we got to be careful going up for the ball with zero boost like that. Like, that may just be in their net. It's not off target from Astro, but still keeping UCF Academy in their back line. Here comes Melodic, dude. Now you're seeing the pace come in. You are genuinely just seeing pace get obliterated into the moon here for Southern Miss. It's another shot rips. The only one that was able to save that was, again, Astro. He's trying to play defense for both teams.
Astro, I mean, literally jumps for the ball. He backflipped before he could hit it, though.
Like, yeah, I mean, this is what we've come to expect. I'm curious to see how that Kaiser series is going. I don't know if anyone there is streaming it. I'll take a look. But I doubt it.
Oh my goodness. Super actually beating two of them. However, Astro defending it with pure perfection. Lou is going to try and ceiling pinches. Misses. It's off the backboard. Melodic down to Astro. Astro 50ing it out of Catch's reach. Melodic will jump for it. Gets the flip reset. Almost gets a second. 50's out Lou. Will hit it up towards Astro. Astro bounces it off, tries to hit it over Super. Unfortunately, nothing there. Melodic's going to take another touch over Zath. Thankfully, Astro's there to block Catch's shot. Super will take a shot off target. Zath's going to jump for this. Just take a small touch. That almost is in their net, but Astro there to make the defensive touch. Beating out another one. Lose there for the defense. And oh my goodness, so far UCF Knights Academy have been playing. I mean, how do you come back down in 14 seconds
I mean,
from
you are
0-5,
correct. They
but
have been playing, but they haven't been able to play to the level that we've seen Southern Miss do. And I think we all expected that coming in. I don't know what the conversation was with Knights Academy before this, but probably something kind of similar. Just play your game, be on them, be aggressive. Let's see what we can do against the top team. And they've put up at least a few goals. I'll give them that. They have at least put up something, but this is, again, I feel almost an expected result. We will have game 3, though, in just a couple of seconds. Here you can see the stats. 13 shots to 3. I mean, if that isn't telling enough, why don't you look at the saves? 3 to 4. Also the assist category, 5 to 0, with 5 goals, or actually all 5 goals of Southern Miss being assisted. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Stats usually don't lie, and in this case, yeah, I'd agree.
Yep. I mean, what are you gonna do? We should see a similar effect, especially because Southern Miss is just now starting to warm up as Melodic already is going on the attack. Misses the flip reset. Will try and plan B. Oh my goodness.
There's always a plan B.
Melodic going for different mechs. We'll see Zath with the wall dashes there.
I'll be so real. With that position Super was in, I couldn't tell he was moving, so I thought he was just AFK, and I was like, I feel so bad now. I feel so bad. But I'm glad he's not, because that would have been kind of sad. They're at least going to continue fighting for this one. We'll see what they're able to pull out here. Lou almost gets the second touch. It's going to be over towards the wall, though, and Astro is simply just faster and in a better position. Super's going to get a whiff on the back wall, although they will have at least taken out for a second, and that's off the wall. Melodic's going to get the first goal of the game, and I don't even know if he meant to shoot that. I don't think he did.
I genuinely think he just was passing that off the wall.
I think he was trying to center that, and then it just ends up in the back of the net due to a whiff. And not ideal situation here for UCF Academy, but of course, there is a loser's bracket, so they will be able to fight their way through that if they don't reverse sweep, if they don't reverse sweep Southern Miss here. Well, I'm not allowed to say that. I was going to say I would pay someone at least $2, but I'm not really allowed to say that. So I would, I don't know. I would hit the crossbar if they got reverse swept here. But there you go. You got another one for Zath, and he's just adding insult to injury after every goal, and we can't ignore it because you can't ignore that. And we can't hear it. We don't have game audio, but like I know you guys can hear it. You just hear that ding. Like, that's just always instinctive for me. I look up at the top left. So, like, oh, man, that's kind of brutal. At least Ketch is agreeing with him.
Yeah.
Ketch is agreeing.
I mean,
There's only one other person I've seen say yes so many times. Melodic now has possession, full boost, all the way up to the midfield. Looks for the reset, looking to just freestyle, passes it out to Zath. He gets a reset, and it's just such an awkward encounter for everyone involved. Will be at least a clear for the time being. 3:17 left on the game clock, but looks like it's going to be another pass out central. Catch was actually, I was going to say he had 0 boost because of the way he challenged that. He had 58. Super, though. His upfield has taken the back boost. Melodic, though, looking to go coast to coast as Astro on the side wall decides to hold the reset, which I don't even know if he got it or not. It didn't look like he did with the way he played it, but may have been faking it out. They also may just be looking to get time off the clock. That's a 50 into the into the top right bins. That happens to me all the time. I would have felt horrible because like I know how tilting it is when you 50 and then it just ends up in your net somehow.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, like the game just doesn't want me to win. The game hates me. The game I love.
The game I love
wants me to lose. I don't like that.
Yeah, not at all. But I mean, when you're getting outpaced like this by Southern Miss, I mean, they're picking up almost every boost pad. Even when they have low boost, they're somehow managing to get to the ball. Look at Astro. I mean, redirecting it off the sidewall, and the ball's just back at Melodic.
You know, I will say, despite the quick chats, I feel that they're being more respectful than normal of a team like this. Like, they are actually somewhat respecting their opponent here. Melodic with a really good touch, almost gets the third touch into the net off the sidewall with basically no boost. Zath will come in for the 50. That's going to be Supers all the way up. Look at that bang. It doesn't end up connecting with the back of the net. So Melodic will be able to come out for the defensive touch. Super gets a demo onto Zath. Doesn't buy much space, though. Catch is the only one in position. Here comes the mid-touch. Again, though, no boost for UCF Academy. And realistically, that's been the story of this entire series. You don't have boost. You don't have the mechanics. You don't have the ball. And without basically all of that, the only thing left is the 3 players driving around, and can't really score in those circumstances.
Nope, not at all. And UCF Academy trying literally their hardest to make any sort of play happen.
Gets a demo on the goal line just to make sure that they can't get a defensive touch. Astro trying to contest. Here comes Melodic. 1 minute remaining. That's going to be series. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed Southern Miss moving on to the qualifying round, at least for qualifying for Sunday round of the CECC South Group F brackets. As everyone's getting bumped, everyone's getting demoed. Maybe we'll get an everyone dance at the end of this one. Zath, good defensive touch. That's a save right there. Up there too is Astro, and that's what I said. He's got great defensive touches. Melodic now looking for the double to make it even worse. Almost gets there. Almost gets there off the 3rd touch too. Here comes Super, no boost, so Zath will simply guide that one over towards the corner. That's an easy enough one for him. And with just 15 on the board, we'll wrap this one up, and we may be waiting for a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, who knows? Look at this. I mean, I could have.
Zath, you are just trying to make it as hard as possible for these guys to exist on the field. That was fun, according to Catch. I mean, that's just it's a tough draw. Like, these pools are, as far as I'm aware, drawn randomly. And that's how we ended up with 2 of the best teams in all of collegiate in the same pool, who both only have to beat 1 team. UT Dallas, I am so sorry you have to play in that pool. Good luck. But I am refreshing, and I will actually do a Control F5 to fully refresh to make sure it's not been reported, which this one probably hasn't been reported either, and that was very quick 3-0. But as far as we're aware, Kaiser and UST have not reported their scores, so let's go check up on that group. I think it was like Group B. Let's go check at every group, because I'm curious, to be honest. Daytona State ended up winning 3-0 over LCU White. Concord is going to be playing in that qualifying round against Daytona State. I think Daytona State is at least okay. I don't know, but I believe, if I remember correctly, they're all right. So they may be able to score a goal on Concord.
Never know.
UT Dallas, it says WVU Lotus. Is that not their main team then?
Wait.
That'd be weird, though, because they listed themselves as WV. It was listed as just WVU. No, that's not their main roster.
What?
Right?
No,
that's not their main roster.
At all.
Okay, so, and that's why they're 3rd seed. So, for some reason, it was listed as just West Virginia, like, a day ago.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, it's literally listed in the group document, like, what each group was, that it was just West Virginia. So, that's why I was like, oh, good luck. No, UT Dallas is probably going to win that. That's WVU's probably 2nd or 3rd team. So that's good news for UT Dallas. Because I remember seeing one of the UT Dallas players in the chat was like, really? Like, thanks, guys. I think he said something like along the lines of like, thanks, CECC. Because he thought it was main roster WVU. Main roster.
I mean, well, we looked at it earlier and it, like you said, it only said WVU.
Yeah, so, I mean, congrats, UT Dallas. You have a chance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say you didn't have a chance before, but you got a chance now. Looking at Group C, we have Cumberland, who got a bye, and Radford 3-0 Texas A&M. I believe they had 2 teams in this. Is this Maroon? It is. Texas A&M Maroon got 3-0 by Radford. 2-0, 4-3, 4-1. So we will see Texas A&M fight for one more shot at Sunday when they play the loser of Cumberland and Radford, which I would imagine is going to be Radford there. In Group D, we've got King University, who 3-1 University of Central Oklahoma. That was everything was reported as 1-0. I mean, that could be 1-0s. I don't know. Sometimes they do report the score. Sometimes they don't. On the other side of that bracket, you got a good matchup. LCU Blue and OC Maroon. I don't think Maroon is OC main, but still, all the OC rosters are going to be good players. So that's worth at least looking at. But that series is still ongoing. I'm doing this because I'm assuming CECC isn't streaming because they have this, Overwatch and Val all going on at the same time, so there's no way. And I don't think most of these teams are streaming either, so if anyone's tuned in because of CECC as a whole, then here I'm just want to update everybody. Bruton Parker got 3-0'd by Texas A&M Black. Bruton Parker's a top 20 team.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, congrats to them. And I see UNT obliterating Shenandoah 6-0, 6-0, 3-1. Nearly a perfect series while putting up 15 goals. That's a blowout if I've ever seen one. Great work from UNT. They're going to okay, they reported the score wrong. I was so lost. So I literally just went back and it refreshed, and Bruton Parker now swapped to being 3-0ing Texas A&M. I think someone reported the scores wrong. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
6-1, 4-0, 3-0. Yeah, okay, okay. You had me in the first half, not going to lie. Shenandoah will take on Texas A&M Black. Bruton Parker and North Texas will take each other on for the first qualifying spot through winners. And you want to qualify through winners because that allows you to get to the higher seeds. And having a higher seed obviously is going to be very beneficial for you to get a better pool in that first round, because that first round is what gets you to qualifying for the top 8, which I believe gets you to LAN. So
yeah,
worth getting through the winners, because then you get a slightly easier matchup. In the realistic world, just slightly easier matchup in that. So Kaiser and St. Thomas still have not reported, but the loser of that will go on to play UCF Knights Academy. The winner will go on to play Southern Miss on our stream here at some point today. I don't know when that's going to be.
Who knows?
In Group G, no one has reported scores. That is UNC Charlotte taking on Texas A&M White. So that's probably going to be a 3-0, 3-1 for Charlotte. And on the other side of it, it has decided to move my bracket around all over the place. UT Arlington taking on UCF Maine. That's actually a really good pool.
That would be a good
That's 3 really good teams. Sorry, Texas A&M White. That is 3 very good teams in that pool. So that one's going to be a fun one to watch break down, because those are all teams that are very competitive with each other and also very good at Rocket League. And in the final group, Group H, we have Ole Miss 3-0ing UTA Blue, which I believe is University of Texas at Austin. And East Tennessee State has 3-0'd North Texas Black. So Ole Miss and East Tennessee State will take that one there. We imagine we would get if Ole Miss loses and then makes it through losers, imagine we get the Ole Miss Southern Miss matchup for the land spot.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I know
it's not going to happen.
Ole Miss should win that. Yeah,
Ole Miss
they should win that.
Like, East Tennessee State's not a bad team by any means. East Tennessee State is not a bad team. So I'm going to look through these rules real quick to make sure I get this right. For what the top 8 means. Okay, well, never mind, because they didn't write it in there. Oh, the top 8 teams from each event will automatically qualify for the CECC South Regional in March virtually. Okay, so what happens when you make top 8 is you qualify, or you go and you get to play in March, so next month. Yeah, it's February 1st. Next month, you get to play in the online top 8, and then I believe the top 4 will make it to LAN. That, or the top team in each region makes it to LAN, because I think there's 4 regions. So there's a lot going on, but also, wait, I'm thinking about it too. That top 8's going to be crazy.
I don't know.
That top 8 is going to be crazy. But I think if you make top 4, you make it to LAN, but the top 4 is still played out, so you can have seeding.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it says CECC South Regional in March virtually for a chance to compete at 4. That's not worded properly. At the Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup, which is CECC, finals in May 2025 at Esports Stadium Arlington in Texas against top collegiate programs across the nation. So yeah, you want to get to that top 4. I think top 4 is where you really get into the qualifying for LAN. I could be wrong on that, but pretty sure. If we do make the top 16, though, that will lead us to tomorrow. And tomorrow, that will be starting at noon, not at 11 like we started today, because there's only one round, and it's a best of 7. So I think all of playoffs, by the way, is best of 7. Even that final in the top 4 is best of 7. So a lot of Rocket League still to be played, but sporadically across across the next few months, they just really stretch this one out.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
It's kind of tough though. They have to schedule with RLCS. Like today, they have RLCS like a couple hours after this, and then even after that, there's CRL you have to worry about as well. So like, there's just a whole lot going on in the Rocket League world. Like, I was texting their team manager. It looks like Kaiser has 3-0'd St. Thomas, so I'll check the scores of this one real quick, and they were not reported at all, actually. So we will head into that series with Kaiser and Southern Miss, which could be a pretty solid one. We looked into these players, and they are definitely someone to keep an eye on. Even if they don't win this series, someone to keep an eye on for the rest of the season. And I was talking to the team manager, Reflex. If you watch our Overwatch streams, it's our former Overwatch player, now Marvel Rivals player. Chucky Steez. I forgot. He doesn't go by Reflex in game. He goes by Chucky Steez. My bad. I was talking to him about this team and like their matches, and he's like, dude, why are they playing so much? Because they had CRL last weekend. Then this weekend they have CECC and RLCS. And then on Monday, NACE starts. And then next weekend, they don't have anything. But the weekend after is CRL, I believe. So
I don't know. It's good practice for them. They get to face top tier teams. They get a lot of practice, even if they don't practice on their own times. But it'll be interesting, especially since we've seen Astro has been playing so well today, better than he usually does, which is a good thing that Astro has been playing as well as he has. We've seen this team.
Even in Open 2, he came alive, bro. Like, I'm quite proud to see Astro, because like last semester, I'm not saying he was a bad player, but like you could tell he wasn't. It felt like maybe he wasn't fully bought in, or he wasn't fully there with the gameplay. Like, he was very defensive as a player, and it felt like any time they were attacking, it was like a 2v3 every time. And now Astro has kind of upped his pace and has not only played defense very well, which he still does play defense very well, he's also now contributing on the other half of the field, which makes it opens up things so much more, especially when you have a guy like Melodic. I mean, you saw how he was shooting last game. You saw how Zath was playing. I mean, the Quick Chat Warrior has been insane today.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's going to be so amazing watching these guys play this next match against Kaiser. Sarasota?
Yeah, it's Kaiser Sarasota, but for the sake of our overlay, it's just going to say Kaiser University. Just know there's like 8 campuses, and every single one of them has esports. I'm not kidding. I've seen almost all of them in matches. It's crazy. They're based in Florida. Like, all their campuses are around Florida in different parts. So just be aware that this is one of the many Kaiser campuses.
That's insane to me. That's wild.
I know. I'm proud of them. I'm proud that they can have so many.
Hey.
I'm proud they have so many campuses, and every single one has esports. Like, that is impressive. Not even like, there are like no schools that do that. Like, Penn State Harrisburg has its own esports program, and Penn State Mount Aloysius has its own esports program. Penn State main campus has esports, but they refuse to recognize it as anything. Like, they literally won't not even recognize it as a club, basically. And their Rocket League team went to Worlds, and they were like, we don't really care. They played in Texas on LAN and got like top 4. Shout out Rain, even though he wasn't playing there, but it's my boy. That's my boy. I love Rain. If Tyler is still in the chat. I don't know when we're starting this series, but it should be pretty soon. I would imagine like a minute or two here. They're going to hop on in with the Kaiser Sarasota folks, and we'll get this one kicked off. Let's talk about the Kaiser roster. We have Zinvez, Denzi, and Prism. So, guy I want to look out for here is Prism. It looks like he has been grinding this season. So, very interested to see how he competes in this one.
Yeah, no, 100%. We were looking at it earlier, and the other two have peaked GC3 uh, in their time, but Prism, he's SSL.
Yes.
Consistently SSL. So we'll see. We'll see how this match goes. It'll definitely be a tough one for our Southern Miss boys, but nothing they can't handle.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely some that almost every team they face is a team they can handle, but I think it has to be brought up. This team composition is very similar to what we saw in Purdue Gold and RMU, and those are both teams that they lost to in the second Open. I think that just has to be noted. They struggled against Purdue and RMU, and those are squads that simply just played at their pace, if not better. They simply jumped on every touch that they could. They were boost starving Southern Miss and forcing them to stay in their half. If Southern Miss, to counter that, can just gain possession of the ball and hold on to it, I think they'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll be all right.
100%. They also need to watch out because these teams, Kaiser, Sarasota, Purdue Gold, against a team of higher caliber, they will be bumping and demoing you every chance that they get. That is the reason that this last team, UCF, managed to score goals on them is because they were bumping and demoing our Southern Miss players. So they have to watch out from that, especially from this Kaiser Sarasota team. It's going to be quite a bump-heavy, demo-heavy match.
And the warrior, the quick chat warrior himself has responded. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep calling you that. It's just such a good name that I got off the top of the dome. Those losses will never happen again from Zath, from the man himself. I hope not. I would rather not. Considering how Zath and Melodic play in RLCS, we watched them play in RLCS in the opens. They are so much better than that. They played against AJ Squishy and Garrett G, and it was 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. They are keeping up with the very best of the very best in Rocket League. Like, yes, that's with Barist and not Astro, but at the end of the day, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, that's 2 of your 3. And, I mean, they are absolutely miles better than that. So I would like to see them continue to compete with those top 25 teams, those top 10 teams even, because they have the potential to do so. That's why they're here. That's why they've been together for as long as they have, and I'm really intrigued to get through the rest of the season too, because now looking at the points total in CRL specifically, they're down. I mean, having one bad regional, or sorry, I called it regional because of RLCS, having one bad open for CRL can almost fully put you out of contention for playoffs for the rest of the semester. So they need to make a championship Sunday. If they can make one championship Sunday, make a decent run, get to that probably second, third round on Sunday, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
And they'll be right back in playoff contention.
Yep. No, and that is definitely what they are going to be pushing for. And if they're playing like they have been today, they're going to do it. I mean, it won't even be hard for them if they keep playing how they've been playing, especially with how much they've been playing, then it's going to happen.
Yeah, and we believe have the lobby just about ready to go as far as I'm aware. And my sources are me, who can't see anything of the game. So I'm partially lying, but I just expect the lobby to be ready.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I can actually pull up while we're talking about it, and I do see it. Thank you, Zath, for letting us know. Lobby is ready to go, so we just need to hop in the game, and I will go make sure we get there. So, give me 1 second.
Yep. But a lot of bumps and demos should be coming out from this Kaiser team. I'm interested to see. So yeah, this next match should be interesting. A lot should be happening. If this Kaiser team plays it perfectly, they should be bringing out the bumps and the demos. Our Southern Miss squad doesn't even really have to play super defensive. If they just play hyper aggressive, it'll work out for them in a good light. So we'll see how it goes. I'm predicting a 3-0 sweep. I mean, I just have to for our Southern Miss boys, 3-0 sweep. I mean, why wouldn't I? The way that they've been playing together, all the passing plays, I'm pretty sure they consistently, for every goal that they had, another one of their players had an assist. I think the only solo play that we really saw was Astro's crazy double tap. No idea where that came from. He pulled that crap out of his pocket, out of his hat, out of his boots, somewhere. But we will see. Hopefully, we will be getting into this match soon.
It is not letting us join party match. We are in the same party and everything, but it is refusing to let us join. So I don't know. There's no way to really fix that. I guess restart the game is like the best option.
Maybe.
But it's just not letting us join because it says in match for all the players, and normally the join party match button shows up. It just says in match. So
That's crazy.
We may be cooked. We may be cooked for at least game one. At least for game one. There's so much going on there. I'm gonna run over.
Yeah,
again in production.
you have fun doing that. I'll keep sitting here yapping. Someone's moving my camera. The biologist is moving my camera. Hello, everybody. It's just me now. But yeah, I'm hoping we get into this match sooner. Zaf, if you see in the chat, he's been talking to us. Been like, you can join it a different way. I'm sorry. I'm not a Rocket League player. That's a joke, by the way. I was in a GC2 tournament the other day with a broken bumper, too. Got all the way to finals and my dorm Wi-Fi cut out. You know how mad I was?
right, we are back. Game number 1. Apologies for us being bad at getting into the lobby, but the game just didn't like us for a minute. So we are now in, though. We have Kaiser, Sarasota, and Southern Miss. Melodic just going right into the back of the net with a double tap. Maybe the break helped them talk things over, and they said, you know what? We're annoyed we had to wait for more than 2 minutes. Let's slam these guys.
Yeah, I mean, Melodic opening up the doors already for Southern Miss. The momentum's gonna go insane. Technically a 3v1 on the play. We will see Prism going up, trying to get a double tap. Zath, well, that was a little glitchy. The double jump off the backboard. Melodic will take another touch center. Zinvez couldn't quite get a clear, but that's just a free shot, and Chenga got there before anything was able to happen. It's a shot, right cornered Astro, beautiful defense. Melodic will go up for this again. Flip reset over 1, trying to get a bump, but Chenga getting right over him. Astro faking out 1. However, nothing really to come of it. It is up. Zath demoed, that's just an open net unless Melodic will get back for it. Tries to go for a Psycho. Nothing yet.
See, and something I want to mention here too, when you watch these higher level Rocket League players, you'll see they go for a play like that, but even if they don't get it, they're still getting bar down from Zinvez. Oh my, I don't think there's a single way that they expected that to go straight down like that. Zinvez with the challenger tag, by the way. How far do you have to get that one?
I think you just have to make day 3.
Okay, gotcha. So I mean, I already know our players, or at least Melodic and Zath have those.
Yeah.
I didn't know how far you had to go though. But as I was trying to say before that incredible shot from Zinvez, is you'll see a lot of these high level players go for even like psychos and stuff like that. But even if they don't get that, they're still getting a touch that is very effective in one way or another. Like there, he gets kind of messes up the psycho, but at the same time, he still gets a touch out to his wall. So he's not putting his team in a bad position and always has what you've said earlier, that plan B. And the plan B here being a missed double into a pass into an Astro goal.
Yeah, well, plan B is an actual like Rocket League mech,
Yes, it is.
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I had to I wanted to make it simpler. I wanted to make it a lot simpler.
Yeah, so far, Southern Miss doing pretty good. It's interesting to see Melodic is going for a lot more ceiling plays where he just bounces the ball off the ceiling and then tries to catch it again, which, you know, is good, but we will see Astro now going for the ball. Prism has it to Changa.
Makes me think it's Tachanka from Rainbow Six.
I
don't know
keep
why.
wanting to say Chimichanga.
Yeah, I think we're just cooked. It's a very good game, though. You see the pacing is just significantly increased, and everyone's a lot more consistent on their touches, and a lot more. I don't know how to say it, but there's a lot more meaning to most touches. Something, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but something Frenchie taught me very early on when I was learning Rocket League is meaningful touches. He wasn't even teaching me specifically. Astro, another goal for Southern Miss, just gets the open net off the missed touch, and I believe that's again. Look at who's lighting up the chat, but. Something that Frenchie taught me very early on into when I was learning Rocket League and really getting an understanding of how the game works was meaningful touches. He wasn't even telling me specifically. He was telling his team, I'm pretty sure. But at the same time, I took that very seriously because, one, I just respect him. He's a very, very intelligent Rocket League player, knows what he's doing, knows what he's talking about. I mean, there's a reason he's been quite solid for who he is. But also, it's just something that's so impactful. Every touch has to have a purpose. You have to have a reason for going for a certain play, and it has to be effective for your team. Like when you see a player go for a clear, you don't just hit the ball to hit the ball. I mean, I do because I'm terrible at the game, but these guys, you don't have that opportunity. You're going to get countered if you don't have a meaning behind your touch and behind your possession, behind your play. There has to be a reason. Like there, you see it's a pass. Melodic goes for a first touch, and off the wall, he goes for the second. Zath following up now with a pass out to Melodic that could have also been his own shot in his own right. Every single play has to have meaning behind it. And that is one of the biggest points you can take away in Rocket League.
Yeah, no, 100%. And where the line between champ in GC comes from what I've learned is on defense, especially, people will just clear the ball to clear the ball, and they kind of get scared because, the ball's right on your side, so you're just banging it anywhere to get it out. To take your time, especially how Southern Miss is doing, like they're not panicking, they're taking control of the ball, and then it's immediately on Kaiser's side.
And even with 0 boost there, Zaf gets it right to the direct center of the net. Like, that, you can't ask for very much more than that. Astro now looking for a pass central. May have actually just been looking for a shot as he ran out of boost himself. Zinvez will at least grab some, passes it out to Changa. Now out to the corner. Zinvez going to go for a redirect. Not there. Changa out central. Blocked. I think a tiny bit of that was caught by one of the Southern Miss defensive players. And that is quite, I don't want to say lucky because it's not the term, but essentially kind of lucky that they got any part of that ball, because otherwise it was probably a perfect pass in the midfield and probably a goal, to be honest, for Kaiser. But with just 15 seconds left, Southern Miss should be taking a 1-0 lead here, barring any sort of catastrophe that could occur, and it looks like that is going to be the case. 5 on the clock, and now that's going to be it for game number 1. Maybe you got 2 seconds for Kaiser, but if Southern Miss have the kickoff strat, then they'll be just all right. Yeah. Prism, though, good dribble, managed to quickly shoot that ball off the top of his car, and that'll at least give them a chance here, regardless of how slim the percentage might actually be for them scoring.
Yep. Astro, they might even go for another.
And that's exactly what Malak's going to do, but you got to be careful. You're keeping the ball up. Zaf has decided to shoot it. Bar down, does not connect. Even if the game wasn't ending, that was, I think, quite clearly going the other direction. So not quite going to end up in the back of the net, but 8 shots alone from Melodic. That's not even talking about the 5 from Astro and the 3 from Zath.
Oh my goodness.
16 total shots to 4. Quadruple the amount of shots from Southern Miss and compared to Kaiser. And, I mean, there's 5 saves from one of the players on Kaiser as well. I think it was, I didn't quite catch the name, but
it was Zinvez.
That makes sense.
Zinvez. Yup. Zinvez, and then Changa had 5 and 2 saves between the 2 of them. But, oh my goodness.
Astro almost actually hit that in his own net. Now off the ceiling, looks for maybe a reset there, or just saving the second flip he had regardless, because he was on the ceiling at a point. Prism, incredible redirect, and no one jumping for that on Southern Miss. Beautiful pass out to the midfield, and that's going to be a goal for Kaiser. Zath gets caught up on the wall, doesn't have a chance to jump at that, I don't think. May have, it looked like he did, but I don't think he's getting there regardless. I think it was kind of past.
I mean,
it would have been close.
I thought he could have gotten there, and that's another
a
goal.
And that's really what has gotten the Southern Miss over the past few weeks, especially in CR Open too. The way it ended was because of so many kickoff goals. So you got to be careful if you're Southern Miss.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. Astro running away from that ball a little too soon there, and it just allows them to get in. Melodic gonna go for a little bit of a wall redirect. Nothing really came out of it. Zath gets the reset. However, Prism's there to stop it. This is a Melodic goal.
And there it is. Now, it all starts with that bump. I know you didn't call it, but there is a bump there from Zath on the Prism. It gets him off the ball, allows Melodic to take control. When you let Melodic take control, he makes plays. That's your playmaker right there.
Yep, no, 100%. And I knew it. Right when he jumped up for that, Zinvez was not in a position to save that.
And there's just a certain level of confidence with a guy like Melodic. You just know when he's going to hit. You know when he's going to hit a shot. There, you just know. I don't know how to describe it, but you will know. It feels obvious almost every single time it happens. Good bump there from Changa onto Zath. Gets it away from him, and another bump onto Melodic, but that's not going to be a goal. Jumps over the top. Zath will have to follow through, and that's, again, what I talked about earlier when I said Astro was playing really slow and just not quite with the team. It's stuff like that. Yeah, he doesn't score. In fact, he doesn't get above the ball to shoot it properly, but he at least keeps it right in front of that net, gets it past the third of Kaiser, and now Southern Miss have tied the game, and we still got 4 minutes to go.
Yep, no, 100%. 2-2, tying the game. I didn't even realize this game had only been a minute. It seems like it's
12.
yeah, exactly. But hey, I mean, I guess when you're scoring goals like this,
Looking for the dunk there is Melodic. I saw he went for that first touch and got it a little bit away from him, so he just immediately went for the dunk. Look at that pass out from Astro, too. All the way over to Melodic, just playing with Kaiser. Good stuff from him. Now Changa going to have to carry this out. He's taking a lot of time. Zinvez will at least get the ball. A good pop from Prism, but the problem is it's not a good pop when your team isn't ready for it. And now that's going to allow possession to go over to Southern Miss. Here comes Melodic, a bit of a mistouch. Counter out from Kaiser. Melodic is there once more. Demo on the goal line. Melodic has somehow recovered from it. Zath now out to the midfield. That's going to be Melodic who's upfield for it. Just allows Prism to get a touch. Is anyone going to contest? It'll be Astro sending it out to his teammates, which will once again be Melodic. What will we get? He's going to look coast to coast once more. He loves these types of plays. He is so good at just continuing to put pressure on anybody, especially when he's the one controlling the ball and controlling the pace of the game. Astro now up, not able to get much going. Zinvez only gets a demo, but Changa can shoot. And look at who's in net. It's Zath. Now 2-2 still. 2.5 left in the game, but Kaiser are looking to knock on the doorstep.
yeah, Kaiser have been on the attack this entire time, and somehow Southern Miss has managed to save every single shot that they had, which is insane. Even on 0 boost, you'll see Melodic called off Astro there, and Melodic's just gonna keep going, trying his hardest. Astro will pick up that ball.
He's got
and
0.
oh my goodness, almost got it. Zath, unfortunately, not there as Prism was in front of him. Changa will take a shot. Melodic now going up for this ball. Gonna take it a little bit slow. Gets a flip reset off of 1, and that's just a shot from Zath.
There was a player sitting in the top right bins. He was literally the toy in the top right toy bin, and somehow Changa still unable to get the save. I mean, that's just a good shot. That's shot placement right there. Now, to be fair, he could have also, if he would have been able to put it anywhere else on the net, it wouldn't have been as close. But that one actually wasn't in. Zath will have to follow once more. And if it's anything Southern Miss is good at, other than double taps and saves, it is open nets and putting the ball and just following.
Yeah.
Following your second, following your first.
I looked away for 1 second, and they had scored.
They're doing a great job of handling Kaiser at the moment. Despite the pressure Kaiser put on for what, like a minute, 2 minutes in this game, between the 2 and like 4-ish minute, probably 3.5-ish minute marks, it doesn't even matter. It looks like they never had pressure to begin with. It is 2-4, and they started this game up 2-0. It has been 4 unanswered from Southern Miss, and they are just outperforming right now. And they want that championship Sunday. Well, I can't say championship because they only play 1 match, but you know, it happens. Prism now on the corner. Doesn't have anything to go. Zath just going to continue keeping this ball in the blue half. Melodic out mid. That's only going to be Zinvez there. And also it was Prism. I'm surprised Prism didn't take that. He had boost. Zinvez did not. Astro now has possession just for a moment. Southern Miss have handled this attack very well once again. Zinvez just looking to pop it to his teammates. Astro not in a great position. Zinvez just going to bully that one through. There is a chance here for Kaiser. It's now 3-4. They only need 1 to tie this one up and possibly force an OT.
Yep, Zath trying his hardest to 50 that out. However, Zinvez gets right in the perfect spot to 50 it into goal. Had enough momentum to do it. But, I mean, I don't know. Now Southern Miss has the boost advantage. Astro's gonna take a solo play, gets read immediately by Changa, and this is Kaiser's attack now. Melodic will steal the ball, hits it over Prism. Prism trying his best to get back, but Melodic taking an early shot will hit it over Zath, straight to Astro. Astro having the backflip to not hit. I'm confused at what just happened. Astro made a 3-point turn to reposition himself to that ball.
Sometimes you got to parallel park to get the car in the right position. It happens.
But they are back on the attack, and
One more
Prism,
opportunity.
Goodness.
You got one more opportunity if you're Kaiser. You have possession, but here's Astro, and that is a good dunk from Astro. Guarantees that they get a 2-0 lead, and I am looking around the other brackets. Cumberland has 3-0'd Radford, so they will probably be the first team to have made it to Sunday. Congratulations over to the Phoenix. They have 3-0'd Radford University in their way to Sunday. Actually, BPC also 3-0ing North Texas to make it to Sunday, so congrats to them as well. Here in Group F, you have Southern Miss 1 game away from making Sunday themselves and awaiting everyone else to also make Sunday to figure out what our bracket's going to look like.
But we will see. Early kickoff, Melodic will win. Changa is up. Gonna get 50'd out by both Astro and Melodic. Melodic will 51 out. Astro now having the ball. That's off the sidewall to Melodic. Gets beat out by Changa. Melodic trying to take a touch middle. However, Zath will get the flip reset. Saved by Prism, however.
The fact it doesn't count as a shot is criminal. And look at this dribble from Prism. Almost also shooting that despite getting bumped. That's a very good air dribble there. Zath now, though, has Melodic to his right. Astro, though, the third man gets demoed. Zath has to get back with no boost, and he does for the moment. Astro is now back in the net. Melodic, the only player with boost, has to go for a save. Will get it. Zinvez out mid, doesn't get the beat, though, so Prism not able to score. And now here comes Southern Miss. Shot gonna come through for Zath, a little off target, goes into that top left corner. And now a counter here for Southern Miss. Not gonna really have much out of it, so Prism will have to step up. Astro, though, gonna steal that one away. Good play from Zath. Also looks for another shot blocked away. Zinvez trying to dash off the wall. Won't really get a good part of it. A huge bump, though, on the defensive half. And that's going to allow allow Kaiser to at least get a save or two. Astro finding another demo. That one's going to go on to Prism. Zinvez is the one with the ball just for a moment. Redirect from Zath. Out to Melodic. Can he find something in the midfield? Astro's trying to fly his way up the map, but will not get there in time. Will only be able to get there for a bump. Redirect won't connect. And somehow Kaiser has managed to stabilize, at least for the moment.
I know. You say that, and Southern Miss is back on the attack, bumping out all of Kaiser's players. Zath almost there. Astro now going for it. Prism was looking for the demo, however, could not find it. Melodic will be there for Zinvez. Misses the ball and misses the bump off of Changa. Astro going up for it. Does he stay with this? Doesn't actually go for a flip reset. Melodic will try and double this. Does get the second touch, but however, nothing coming out of it. Astro is up for it. Tries to hit it over Changa. Changa reading him off of the top of the goal or the ceiling. Zath hitting it to Melodic. Melodic missing a touch, and that's technically just open. This is a perfect opportunity for Kaiser. Barely just missed that goal. Oh my goodness.
And that Melodic touch was not a mistouch. Astro was right under him. He was trying to pass it straight down. It was just it got blocked. That's essential. It just kind of got blocked. Now Astro sending it to the midfield, and he's got the mechanics somewhere. Zath says yes. Astro says I scored the ball into the back of the net, and Melodic is just waiting for that to be a whiff from Astro to score it himself. So Southern Miss have finally found a lead, and Melodic will make sure to compliment his teammate while chasing him and say, nice shot.
Yeah, that is
guys are quick chat.
insane. This is me on a good day. I'd just like to say, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but this is
Diamond.
me.
I'm just terrible at the game. I can't do anything, bro. I'm like Diamond 2.
Oh my goodness.
Here comes Astro. Gonna let this one up for Melodic. They looked for a pinch in the air. That would have been gross if they got it, but according to Melodic, it still was a nice shot despite not going almost anywhere near the net. Huge demo there from Melodic. That takes out the player that could have shot the ball. Zinvez still getting there off of maybe a misread in the air. Changa has managed to get that one downfield. Prism looking for a bump onto Zath, just being so annoying. Zath, though, has recovered and just avoided the demos and the bumps. Southern Miss are doing a great job of keeping themselves away from these bumps and the demos. And even if they do get hit, they are still managing to get back and recover. It just feels like almost a night and day difference between these two semesters. Like,
yeah.
I know I've said it a million times, but it just really does. Look at that reset from Melodic. Gonna try to shoot it, but won't be able to get much off of it. Now down to the midfield. Astro plays it slow, has to send it back out to the midfield. Here comes Melodic once more. Off the wall, does get possession. Zath will at least be there. That's almost a pass to Melodic for the shot. That one, though, will roll all the way back to the orange net. Will be out of harm's way as Zath got bumped by his own teammate into position. Here's Prism, though, off the back wall. Doesn't need it. 1-1 with 31 seconds remaining.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know. There was no one back in net. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be Melodic that was there because he was kind of right behind Zath. But either way, it is still 1-1 with 30 seconds left. Kaiser looking to...
They just didn't go for kickoff. That was an actual strat. They just didn't go for kickoff.
Throws them off.
It does. It confused me. I was like, oh, he kind of like, normally you'd see them at least try to like make it look like it. No, they just drove away from it entirely.
That is crazy. Southern Miss kind of on the back foot here. They haven't even gotten it over on the side of Kaiser's yet. I say that Astro is going to try his best to hit it over. And that is overtime.
And this is Kaiser needing a reverse sweep. Like, this is still a 2-0 score line for the series overall. You lose this and you have to go down to losers and play one more game on the day. But if you're Southern Miss, you could get through this in a quick 6-0 sweep of both teams you've played. Zath, the one in the backfield again, gets demoed. There's the pass mid, but Changa just trying to play it safe despite the demo. That's maybe a missed opportunity if you are Kaiser. Prism just gets a 50. That's a double commit, but that should be a double shot, and it isn't. So Changa now, the one with the ball. Melodic's going to chase this one, gets beat. Zath has gotten at least one touch, and here's Astro to continue that trend. So Melodic will 50 it all the way back to the corner. Changa just, instead of going for the ball, goes for the bumps, and now here comes Astro going for bumps. Zath will contest, but another solid 50 for Kaiser. Prism's in the midfield. This is going to be a pass. No one home. Melodic is just faster, and he reads the play. Astro now looking to carry it out. Southern Miss need to hold off these attacks, and they are doing exactly that. But at the same time, you have to find your way back into that blue half.
Yeah, 100%. Kaiser is attacking. It's attack off attack off attack. Southern Miss, I don't even think has had a shot in the past minute and a half of overtime. Melodic will go up for it, stays with it, gonna take a touch off the back wall. Changa there to intercept. Astro, what a beautiful read, will flick it over one, trying to hit it anywhere where they can get a shot. However, Prism is there, beats out Zath, but unfortunately Astro's there. I mean, this is such a close game. Kaiser's playing this so well right now.
Yeah, they are genuinely just taking it to Southern Miss, and they've put up a very good effort, but this one's water falling in front of your net. Changa with a powerful touch there. Now Zath, though, tossing it to Melodic for the shot. Actually, it's a pass back to Astro. A three-man play almost works, but it is red. Here comes Prism for the redirect, but he had zero boost, so he couldn't go for that ball. Zath and Astro now, a little bit of a miscommunication maybe on the wall. Zath with zero boost somehow gets that touch as it just goes right into him. Zinvez continuing to keep it in the orange half, but Southern Miss defensively have just looked incredible. And you're seeing Melodic go for this continuously. Zath will follow, and Melodic may have that back boost, and he did grab it. So Southern Miss can just stay upfield.
Oh my goodness, now the tides have turned. Southern Miss is now on the offensive pressure, and you'll see Melodic is now pulling out demos, doing to Kaiser what they have done to you, and it's just constant attacking. Melodic waiting out Prism's flip. What a smart idea. Zath will jump for this. It is up. Melodic going for it. Tries to take a soft touch. Will hit it off the backboard. That's passed down to Astro. Astro taking a shot. Zath another shot. Saved out by Zinvez. Oh my goodness. Neither team can manage to make a shot and score it because both teams are playing amazing defensive. That's just...
No, he mistouches it. Oh, I was just about to say these teams have been playing unbelievable defense. One of the best defensive games we've seen in a very long time here on this channel. But it will be, I believe, Zinvez trying to control it out to the wall and ends up putting it in his own net for the loss. And 2 saves apiece for Astro, Zath, and Melodic. And I will have to get the stats later. I have the replays files, so I'll have to upload them later. But, I mean, that was probably almost 2 saves apiece as well, if not more, for all of the players on Kaiser, too. So, just unbelievable defense, especially in that OT. No one could get a shot in the back of the net. And it was like a 3-4 minute overtime, but ultimately, Southern Miss go perfect on the day. And realistically, this is quite short for it being a bracket style. It's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And we spent 20 minutes trying to figure out how to join a lobby.
But it is okay. We got, I came over there and it's like click,
2 seconds.
click, click.
Yeah, because I've never had to do that before. And like I was trying to read how Zath put it. I was like, dude, what does that even mean? And I'm just blind and I don't play Rocket League anyways. That's a lie. I play a lot of Rocket League.
But yeah, it was a pretty good day for them. I was honestly so surprised how they managed to flip from offense to defense like that in that final game, in that overtime. They went from playing full defensive 2 minutes and then immediately swapped and was full offensive.
They look like the full package right now.
Mm-hmm.
They took the box that is the top right and the top left bins of the net, and they put it into one box that now has offense and defense on it. There's no special teams, unfortunately, in soccer, or in this case, Rocket League. So we do still have special players making special plays. All 3 of them, Zath, Astro, Melodic, making incredible plays today. But that's going to do it for us for now. We will be back tomorrow here at noon Central, 1 Eastern. We will catch you guys there. It will be 1 singular best of 7 for the day. Win or lose, 1 singular best of 7. But for now, we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. And with that,
Southern Miss
to the top. We'll see you guys tomorrow.